Everybody, this is your DM Tyler. I'm just hopping in to let you know that this episode and the next one will be the two-part finale of season 2. We hope you've enjoyed this season, but we're going to take a little break after these 2 episodes to hear a little bit from some of our other players, kind of like we did in the Summer of Wanderful, but a little less long. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the climactic ending to Season 2 of Wanderful, a somewhat D&D podcast. Last time on Wanderful. Now that Barnabas Quincy III has let you loose to explore the town,
we should definitely pick up some whatever this place's clothes are. This place, like the library itself, also might be an archive of events that have happened, like current events, like maybe some stuff on like newspapers.
You are trying to seduce this elderly librarian.
Yes.
So you're looking for kind of like a restricted section, I guess?
Maybe even forbidden.
In an alley, you find a group of 3, let's say like late teenage
You're gonna
age
get
kids.
beat up.
With the vibe you've gotten from Duradera, they might be a little bit of troublemaker. We just like to hang out of the eye of the man, you know? There's a secret like basement area that, if I'm being honest, I don't really get this one. Barney's not like a good guy, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it does on purpose, but it feels like it has something to do with you guys.
This feels like treason with extra steps.
You wouldn't be putting anything on the line, and you wouldn't be divulging any information, but you would be allowing me access to your thoughts and mind.
And while we're asking random hypotheticals, what exactly is the penalty for treason?
Hello and welcome back to Wanderful, a somewhat D&D podcast. I'm your lovely DM Tyler, and I'm joined by my 3 good boys, Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy. Why don't you go ahead and say hello, Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hi. I was just praying. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you can finish your prayer if you need to.
Oh no, I was doing it was a bit. I don't cough.
Well, that brings up a good point. Should we open our episodes with prayers? I can go back and
yes, let's do it.
I can go back and insert prayers.
I've got one off the top of the dome.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's less of a
Matt.
It's less of a true prayer and more of a spoken word thing. So you're just gonna kind of have to follow along.
Spoken word for Jesus. Yeah, I'm into it.
Oh no, it's not.
No.
Oh,
it's for our Lord in universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Snooper dog.
Yeah.
Snoopy dog.
Snoopy the dog.
A dark tower sits upon an asteroid in the astral sea. Dank stardust is pouring from the window. Snap zoom. Rocking chair in front of a fire. Man sits contemplating, holding a comically long pipe. Takes a drag and you realize that's where the stardust is coming from. He turns to the camera and says, "Legalize it."
I love it.
Look, we're hanging out. We're gonna get into it. I've got a box of wine sitting next to me.
Of course
to refill myself.
Do you remember when we drank a terrible jug of wine and I vomited whole spaghetti?
Dude, that's what you got to do sometimes. We're just hanging out. You know, we're having a good time. Okay, let's get into it. If I kept all that stuff in I said a second ago, I don't remember the character voices from last week because it's actually been a couple weeks for us in recording. And that's my bad. I'm a bad DM. but we're gonna roll with it. So where we left off last week, you were all at the basement secret area underneath the barn, which is the popular tavern in Duradera, where everyone kind of gets together to talk shit about the city, which isn't super, typical. People don't. This feels like the kind of place that people don't love you talking shit about.
Right.
I can't think of any real world places where that, is relatable, but
That's not applicable to our day-to-day life in any way.
no. But anyway,
Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter.
you're in the basement of the barn, and you were accompanied by Finn, who is drunk off her ass, Owen, who is her friend and drunk driver, not drunk driver, designated driver.
Dedicated drunk driver.
In this city, we get a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, in this city we get a little litty. And
It's
then
like
you are
drive-through
also
daiquiris.
joined by Torr, who just got off work at the construction site in the middle of town square, to which he had informed you that some shady shit was going on down there, but he didn't want to commit treason, which he seemed very afraid of. So Bon had said that he was going to read his mind so that he wasn't actually committing treason, just treason by proxy.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are.
I was asking him for his consent. I don't know if he was like down to ride, if I remember correct.
I think Torr did be out of fear, did not say, yes, you may read my mind, but he just kind of like looked the other way.
So I kind of just
He seems very genuinely afraid
I just kind of take his hands in mine, because I assume we're sitting in like bar stools or whatever, and I just look him in the eyes and I'm like, hey bud, it's all good. We can have a safe word and everything. If you start to feel a little weird, or your nose starts bleeding, or anything like that, if I'm digging too deep, you let me know. Say cranberry. And the second you say cranberry, we're done.
Cranberry? Okay. I don't think that's the voice, but that's what I'm going to roll with.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I think it was a little more nasally like that. I
Oh,
think
that
that's
sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I think it was Scrawn. I think it was like similar to Scrawn.
Scrawn. I saw a cloud and it looked like a baked potato.
I think it was very similar to that. Yes. Anyway.
All right.
So as I take his hands, you see the eye in like the cloudiness of his forehead that comes up every time he does the magic that he kind of does with Dahlia. And then his vision goes all cloudy, for lack of a better descriptor, as I cast Detect Thoughts.
Cool. And I assume you're going to just go deeper. Isn't that Detect Thoughts?
Yeah. From like, but I might not have to, because like if he's thinking about his job he just got off.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I feel as though I could just be like, hey man, how's work in his mind's eye?
Yeah. So here's what I'll tell you. He is being very like unsure about the situation. He doesn't feel good about any of it. But whenever you go to cast this spell, it's easy. Like he is letting you in. Mm-hmm. You can tell he's definitely letting you in.
Then yeah, I guess if he's just like, if his base thoughts right now are
like
just
consent.
him being nervous and kind of drunk, I'll
yes,
delve
that's what I'm getting at, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll delve a little deeper if that's his base thoughts. Are just like, I'm freaking out right now.
So here's what I can tell you from his thoughts. So I'm not sure exactly how this spell works.
I can give
but
you the
I'm going to
description of
give
it.
you words
For the duration,
that
you
are,
can
like,
read the
running
thoughts
through.
of certain creatures when you cast the spell, your action on each turn until the end of the spell.
Okay, yeah.
You focus
So
on
read
their
thoughts.
minds for 30
Well, the reason I wanted the distinction, because I wasn't sure if you would like see what he's visualizing or if it's reading thoughts. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what you get is that in this construction site, there is a body that has been constructed into some sort of display with a sign beside it that is marked conspirator. And I will also give you, he was saying that he felt not great about it. He felt like it was going too far. He feels really bad in his gut and in his chest, and he's trying to play it cool.
I would like specifically kind of focusing on the fact that there's a person or a body, as you put it. I'd like to go a little deeper on that sort of side of things to see if I can discern what they look like, who they are, if he knows them personally.
So Torr does not recognize this body. He does not. You can't get a description on like who it is because he doesn't know who it is. So he didn't like. It feels like he didn't like hone in on trying to figure out who it was because he saw what was going on and like tried to not pay attention to it. That's kind of what you're not pay attention, but like he was freaked out and was trying not to.
Presumably he knows what the body looks like though.
Yeah, that's it. That's just based.
Well, that is why I was asking if you would be seeing a visualization or reading thoughts.
That's what I'm seeing you initially.
Yeah, but like
thoughts.
you could
I guess I wouldn't.
You could describe like human.
It is
like, what were his thoughts?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Here's a better way to question that.
Yes.
What are his thoughts when he first saw the body? Like what stuck out? What descriptors stuck out in his mind that would make him remember it? Besides, it's a body.
It is a human, and it is male.
Okay,
A male human.
What color hair?
It does not have any hair.
What color eyes?
It's just a statue, right?
Can't
though?
tell.
I was about to say
it's like a body.
They
It's a
could potentially
person.
be closed.
Oh, it's like a dead person?
Well,
Yeah,
presumably.
he's just saying
you don't
body.
usually call
It
live
may not.
people bodies.
Hey,
I mean,
this is we can do above Gabe chat about that in a bit.
Yeah, that's
But he, the way he's describing it is very vague in that it's not necessarily dead, but it could be anything.
Right.
You know,
like
let's
in
just
stasis or something.
yeah. So
Torr is giving you that something fucked up is going on. He doesn't. Torr, from reading his thoughts as deep as you can go, he has no idea what this means or what why this is going on. But
in his memory of this area where the body is it somewhere where they are actively working, or are they working on a structure around this thing, sort of like housing it, or maybe like displaying it in some fashion?
So
like what I'm trying to say.
You have seen. Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm basically trying to say is like, is it corded off separate from the construction going on, or is the construction happening on this thing?
So, you have seen that it is covered by a tent in Town Square.
Yes, that much is. Yeah.
The construction is a combination of putting the thing together, as well as like not like a viewing area, but like
gallows.
the whole, like, it's not. You don't get the vibe that it's like gallows. Like, you don't get the vibe that like this person was executed in Town Square.
No, I didn't even mean like that. I just meant like this is like a public display sort of area.
Yes.
Like a courtyard or something almost.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Boys,
I have
anything
so many
specific?
Well,
I can't. Yeah,
we have a lot of
I
questions, but we're not allowed to actually.
Yeah, no, I
convey
just
we're not there.
I realize I can't ask y'all anything else, and I don't
Yeah.
know that there's anything deeper that I could discern without potentially hurting him.
So, Torr, while you're reading his mind, I think Torr is like having a drink and sitting around, and Torr says, "Look, I don't know how much you're getting from this."
And like clouded eyes over, I'm just speaking back to him. Oh, rest assured, I'm getting a lot, my friend. You're being very helpful.
Yeah, you just gotta hold still. He does this all the time. Did you know he could do this?
I don't know how much information you're getting from here. I will say I mean, it's the big construction tent in town square. There at night there's less activity going on.
I think I dropped the spell.
Okay.
Oh,
And I
hey,
kind of just
Torr,
look at him after having that, and I'm like, hey, is there? I know we're kind of in like the speakeasy, so is this as private as it gets? Do you trust? Do you trust prying ears and eyes?
I trust that. And he's interrupted by Finn being like, "Oh yeah, we're good down here. No, we're fine. Nobody can." Oh, shh. Hey, can anyone hear?
Hey, Finn. Hey, Finn.
Can
Alandi,
Nobody
the rock.
can hear us down here.
Alandi, throw the rock. Alandi,
Nobody
quick.
can even
Throw the rock.
hear us down
Alandi,
here.
No, I won't get it
Alandi, throw the
back.
rock. Alandi, just throw the rock. Throw the rock. Distract
What
Finn
about
for
the
a second.
He throws the rock.
Alandi pulls it out of his pocket, and Finn's like, "What is that?"
And he
Oh, right,
tossed
I don't
it.
have
And
to
then
throw it.
You toss it,
Yeah.
and she immediately runs after it into the corner.
And then as soon as
And-
she takes off for the rock, I turn to Torr. Hey, bud, what's going on with that body?
Yeah. Well,
What's that? Is this a
I guess
punishment
since
thing?
you
Are they
know
imprisoned, or
that
give-
much.
Spill the tea in ways that make you feel comfortable, but also gives us the information.
Yes. I don't really know. So the display is...
Does it have a name?
Well, the display is set to open at... I don't know when it's set to open. We're setting it up, and then they're going to set an opening or like a unveiling. What do you do with like...
I think
it's like a
unveiling
statue,
is-
I guess.
Unveiling's correct.
Like, I think once they do the unveiling...
Christening? No.
Barney's
that's not
gonna do a sort of like official like unveiling and reveal to everybody like what this is and why. I don't know why we're doing it. This is just my job.
Would you say? I mean, I know you guys obviously are keeping an eye out for people who would be sort of working there, but would you say it's heavily guarded? Not letting
No,
strangers take a peek quite yet, or are there like break times? Or?
So during construction, construction only goes on during the day. For this, it's not a like huge thing. It's been going on for only a couple days, but you should. I mean, during the day, there's a lot of people around. The people working. There's some guards around.
Right.
At night, there. I mean, I don't really know. There's only like 2 or so people guarding the site. I mean, like I'm sure you've heard, there's not a lot of crime that goes on here.
Right.
It's really just there in case.
For sure.
Surely I don't
think-
know what you're insinuating.
Insinuating nothing at all. Just getting information, my friend. Trying to piece together the puzzle that is your mind. You've been very helpful. I'm gonna talk with my brothers now. Go collect Finn and that cool rock for a second.
Finn, come on. Look at this cool
And
rock.
as they step away, I kind of turn to you guys. So, boys, I saw some fuckery, and I explained the visions. I feel like I was also maybe even feeding that to you guys since we kind of played a little role play talk in
fair.
there. What do you boys want to go sneak a peek at a?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Something that
Hey,
hey,
this
play
is
some bets
actually
right now. Play some
justification
bets
for
right
a thing
now.
I wanted to do it.
My money's on Golem. Some sort of repentance golem. Like it goes around the town and it makes sure people stay in line. Like, don't end up like me. And it's like whipping itself and like it's real sad and depraved and made of gold.
You took that in
wow.
a weird direction. I'm worried it's
Oh,
bees.
God.
I like him, and I think he was
God.
bald, right?
No, for sure, but still, could it be bees? Why would it be bees?
Why would
Because like I feel like we keep running into like the same couple of people, so like statistically, it's probably gonna be bees.
But if it,
Did you
why would
just
bees
use
have been punished?
statistically in a sentence?
Do you think bees comes from here? Did bees steal proprietary?
Okay, I'm gonna be
technology
honest. I might have
that
saw the
accesses
word
blockbusters?
statistically, and I wanted to use it.
I will remind you, not trying to affirm or anything, but you did find that candy that bees had here.
So there was
shit.
You do have reason to assume bees has
I
at
didn't even
least
think
been
about
That's
here.
a good connection that none of us made. I just
No,
don't
Alandi,
this was
you
just banter.
specifically, I think, made that connection in the last episode.
I made the connection that it was the candy, but I actually completely forgot about it at this point.
Yeah,
Fair.
I didn't remember.
Bond puts his hand in the center like, if it is bees,
We going ham.
we fuck shit up.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh, definitely.
actually, to be fair, we might not
First
have
things
to.
first,
Or-
though.
or
We
we
need
just-
to
I'm getting my
steal.
rock back?
We need no. We need to scope out a means of transportation. One of you roguish types needs to soup it up, hot wire it, or something. Something from
Well,
one of your movies, like one of your
hear me
fancy
out.
movies.
Oh, I know what I have to do, but I don't like it.
It's okay. Hey,
I'm gonna go talk to Finn.
all right. Oh boy. Wait, before you go, brother. I don't know what you're planning here, but
It's a good plan.
Everybody, please just put your hand in. I feel like I've had my hand in for a long time.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
You didn't take my cue
I didn't
on
know
that.
what you were doing.
And
Yes,
1,
hand
2, 3, J3B.
J3B.
And as we do that, I cast guidance.
And we do a
on
little
both of them.
swish.
Yes, exactly.
A little
That
swish.
that chant honestly feels a little like bardic inspiration, but no,
I could do a little bit of both, actually.
no, you're good. You're,
No, he can do
you're
both.
good.
No, I'm
I'll take
saying
some inspiration.
I
He's super
literally
duper
can.
I'm just saying because don't you have to cast a spell for that? Like,
No.
Let me check how
Bardic
much bardic
inspiration
inspiration
is
I have to
super
throw.
light.
Is that a
around,
cantrip?
'cause
No,
it's a
bard
built-in
ability.
class ability.
Yeah, and how it manifests is entirely up to the bard. Like they just
Yeah.
have to do something.
I was mostly making a joke. I'm not saying that he even needs
Oh, yeah.
the extra.
I got enough.
Anything.
if
I got
there was
enough
a
to.
time,
I got enough to toss you to some bardic inspiration that you'll keep
Fuck
for a
yeah.
little bit.
Oh, shit.
All right, so Jeremy, real quick before you do your thing, your chant is slightly interrupted by a subtle rumbling beneath your feet.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
And I think that you three are the only ones who really notice. I think
swear to
everyone
fucking
else is
God.
kind of, and I only say that you notice because of the recency of all of the earthquakes
Yeah.
going on. It's subtle. It is not like the glass doesn't shake, but like the water in your glass ripples. Like I think the three of you notice that.
Some fucking sky
I think
tornadoes.
there's just like
Sky tornadoes.
I fully think Bond just goes like pale, and he kind of like looks at both of you like, how? Like there's this look of like, do you think? Like there's a silent, just shared like,
Yeah.
Alandi just like makes a face like he's very clearly like just not gonna address it.
Yep.
Not gonna address it. Nope.
Fair.
Not dealing with it.
Bond just
Can't-
walks
I
back
don't know
to
how
the
deal
bar.
with it.
Barkeep?
Not dealing with it.
So Alani, what are you doing?
Alandi is so I actually need quick help because it's been a while for us.
Okay.
Whenever Finn brought us on that ship, did she like need
Yeah.
keys or anything or whatever to use the ship? Or did it just kind of like
It's a good question, because, I mean, the ship was already running.
how does the ship
Like her
presumably
ship
when we
that
got
she
out
picked you up in?
right, presumably when we got out, if there was a key or something, she would have taken it out.
I'm gonna say yes. It had some sort of
Like, activation device.
key or yeah. You couldn't
Yeah.
just hop into it and press a button and it's
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Oh, I see where Alondi's
It's not a-
going
it's
with
not a
this.
2015
I do
or
see where
later.
he's going.
I see where Alondi's going with this, and I love it. I love it so
So
much.
Alandi's going to talk to a very drunk Finn,
Okay.
currently holding his really cool rock,
Yeah.
and he's going to try to make a tradesies.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's play this out.
Okay.
So, Finn,
Oh, hey, Alandi.
I see you
This
like
rock is really cool, and
It's
I'm so
really
glad
cool.
you gave it to me. I will cherish this
no,
rock
no, no,
until
no,
the
no,
end
no,
of
no.
my days.
No, I was just tossing
This
it.
is
It's
the
my
best
tossing
gift I've
rock.
ever been.
It's my tossing rock. Do you want it? You seem like you really liked my tossing rock.
Oh, do I?
So I had a thought, and this is so my brother, he's been dying to like take a ride on one of the flying machines. So
Oh, like you've already been in one. He
well,
did.
no, but like I think he really wanted to pilot it, because it's cooler that way. So I was
Oh, does he know how to do that?
absolutely he does.
That's crazy.
So I was thinking like you can have the rock, and then like, you know, just like let my brothers and I borrow your flying machine.
Well,
But you can keep the rock. Like you can keep the rock forever, Z's. And
look,
it's just
I
just for the
want
night.
this rock more than anything I've ever wanted. But that's not my machine. It's the government.
No, I'm not, and I'm not taking it. I'm driving it one time in the middle of the night. I'll bring it back in the morning. Like,
Oh, that all sounds great. Look, here's what we're gonna do. I want this rock.
right.
Like whatever we're about to do, I just want to make sure that I get this rock.
Okay. In order to get the rock, I'm going to need this little thingy-majig.
So I don't have the keys.
You can help me get the keys?
The government keeps the keys.
Right.
Because it's not my
You
machine.
work for the government. So, like...
But I think we can work something out.
Do you have, like, a key card where you can access the area where the flying machines are located?
Sometimes.
What do you... Do you sometimes have a card or do you sometimes have access?
Like I could get in there and get the key.
Right now?
What time is it?
I know what time it is.
I turn to my brother who always knows the exact time of day.
Yes, what time is it?
It's probably like 6 p.m. Like the fantasy equivalent of 6 p.m.
I say that. It's the fantasy equivalent of 6 p.m.
The fantasy equivalent.
It's Fantasy 6, Fantasy Peace, Fantasy M.
So I'm off work for a couple days now. Like we kind of do basically like fantasy shift work. Right. So like I work for a bunch of days and then I'm off for a couple days.
Yeah, but your key card's going to work on your off days because just in case you get called in.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to let me like take the ship when I'm not supposed to. It's not my ship, so like somebody else is probably using it on their shift.
At night?
I mean, maybe.
Have you ever met someone who works on the night shift?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that or is that real? Alani wants to do an insight to see if he can tell if she's
Hey, don't even roll. She's drunk.
Yeah, that's fair. Why not roll a persuasion at this point? Like,
yeah. So like,
your insight is that she's drunk and she barely understands what you're asking of her.
Okay. So, okay, Alani's gonna pressure and try to go further. So like to get. So like, how do you go about like starting your day and everything? Like
do you mean like for work or like when I get breakfast in the morning?
No, like for work. Like you go, is there a security guard? Like what is this whole, do you have a key card?
I have like an ID card and like I check in at the front office and there's somebody who says like, go ahead, Finn. And then I go into and I change into my work clothes.
Well, that makes sense.
And then I put on my work boots. And then
what was your favorite part of the podcast? Went through someone's morning routine.
No, that's fine. Finn, you know what? At this point,
this is comedy gold.
This
I love
is great.
this.
I've realized my initial request, it was too much. So at this point, I just want to, like, I can't give him the ride. I wish I could have. But what about this? Why don't you give me your ID card and then you can just say you lost it. And then I can give my brother a souvenir from like he has like a pilot badge. Like he'll love that. That'll be awesome.
Roll a persuasion check.
Please give me advantage. She's drunk.
I'm not gonna. give you advantage, but the check is very low.
Okay. Persuasion.
Because she's drunk, like, literally just don't fuck this up. Like, completely fuck this.
Bardic Inspiration, don't forget.
Oh,
well,
you do
I can
have
use,
guidance.
I can use Bardic after, and I have guidance.
Yes.
So there's that.
It's a D4 and a D6.
Right. And then now I need to save the Bardic Inspiration for my next phase of the plan.
Probably.
That is... Oh, damn it. That's a 9. I'm hoping that's enough.
9
God.
total?
Yeah. She's drunk.
Well, the number I had picked out was 8.
Oh, shit.
So she says, okay. And like, she like ushers you in to like, come here, come closer. I'm gonna need this back on Moon's Day to make sure that I can get into work. But you can have it for the weekend.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Holy shit.
That's real generous.
Also, Kyle, I love your silent laughing at my fantasy fiction reference.
It was very good. It was
I
very
love
There's
it.
been a lot of fantasy fiction references this season.
Can you tell we're re-listening?
So
Yeah. So you have her ID, and she has your cool rock.
cool. Okay.
So what was phase 2 of your plan? Continue what you're doing.
Oh, where are my boys? Where are my boys?
My boy.
We're both at the bar.
Yeah,
getting drunk.
I'm 3 shots deep now because I was freaked out by the rumble.
I'm just doing like handstand
hey, boys,
push-ups while also drinking.
No. This is between me and
Oh, okay.
Carveth right now. Before you walk over, hey, listen. I get it, man. I get it. You know that time that you remember when we were in the bar last time and we had that heart to heart. Like, I get it, man. It's tough out here. I'm scared of rumbling. Like, if a cart drives past us too fast while we're on the road, sometimes I get freaked. Like, I feel I gotta talk to Grumbo about this. I gotta give him a call. He knows.
I will say the rumbling comes in and out periodically.
Oh, wow. Actually,
Like, it's very subtle,
Yeah,
but like you can tell it's like, and you can't tell if that's normal here
Yeah.
or what, but
I just, sometimes you try to be the fun guy. You try to, but then a horse runs past too fast, and now you're shitting your pants. I don't like that.
I mean, you don't wear pants, but I get what
I
you're
wear
saying.
robe. You shit your robes. That's just gonna fall on the ground. It's a metaphor.
actually.
Oh, I'm actually wearing pants
Ron wears
now.
overalls.
I'm wearing overalls right now. Yes.
That's right.
And I
That's
reach
right.
into my pocket and eat a handful of beer nuts that he poured into the pocket. They are free, but he took them anyway.
All right. Alondi's
And
gonna.
then Alandi walks up.
Alandi comes over and he's like, "Boys," and he like
Yeah.
flashes the key card a little bit, like he's mostly hiding. He was like, "This, I have secured us a means of transportation. I'm gonna leave it up to you two to acquire a body, and I'll provide the getaway."
Heist. Let's go.
Yes. Let's go.
Interesting.
You guys,
You
head
can
on
play
in.
it if you want. You can play it if you want, because I'm saying he's drunk. I mean,
All right.
he's eating
So
beer nuts
what are we
now.
doing? What are we doing?
We're heading to
I think we'll stop with who were we talking to before?
Torr and
Torr.
Torr.
Definitely not Finn. I don't want to talk to Finn. I want to
Yeah.
talk to Torr. Torr, I think
I'm just eating beer nuts.
just want to keep you updated on what we're gonna do. I think we're about to go check out the tent. Just kind of see what's going on.
Tor's like, no, don't tell me that. I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't.
oh,
wanna-
I don't
yeah.
think.
And Tor
Oh,
walks
right.
away.
Oh,
You guys
gotcha.
have
Tor
the
does not
worst-
want to be involved in anything
No.
that's going on.
Fucking Bond just roughly slaps your shoulder. Why would you go talk to him about that?
I mean, he was kind of nice. I just wanted to tell him,
Here's what I need. Here's what I need from all of you.
They're in a cult.
What are we doing?
we are
Alandi-
heading to the tent.
To the tent.
Alandi,
Alondi's
are you not following them to the tent?
correct.
Oh,
Alondi's going to
I had not prepared for this.
Alondi's going to secure a means of
I
transportation.
think. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
We have wander phones.
We're gonna follow Alandi first.
okay.
Alandi, What is your plan? How are you planning on doing this?
Well, you see, Alandi's going to head to where Finn checks in for work.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're going to do. Shit, huh?
you ever get that feeling that a DM completely forgot a power he gave me when I watched The Wizard of Oz?
A DM did forget about that. A DM did forget about that.
Alandi's going to use the wizard's curtain and make himself look and sound just like Finn.
Oh my shit!
Good
Oh,
shit. How long does that last?
Wow.
It lasts an hour, which is why I waited till I got to the place to use it.
Yep. Hey, good ass shit right there.
That is great.
Okay.
Cash money.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Good shit. Totally forgot. You're a good D&D little boy. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I will say you are able to find Finn's specific set of keys that she uses. I think that the pilots each have their own set of keys they aren't allowed to take with them, but stays here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, then he's gonna grab those keys and go find the ship that we saw come down. Like presumably, I'm gonna know the ship.
Yeah, I will say that the ships have like numbers and things like that. And your ship that you had was let's see. Your ship was ship number
whatever it is. We're gonna paint J3B over it later
and give us that number.
Make it 38 because then that's the easiest 16. To turn into J3B later.
16 plus 11, so that is 27.
No. It is 138. Ship number 138 because that's the closest to J3B.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll modify it later. I traded a rock for a fucking spacecraft, baby.
Hell yes.
All right. So you are in this ship. Now what?
He is going to go on the comms. Not sure where they would be at, so you can incorporate this into their story. And he's gonna be like, "All right, boys, I'm in. I'm gonna figure out how to fly this thing, and then in the meantime, you guys just give me a signal. I'll bust out this popsicle stand and come pick you boys up. Because I know where they're at. Because we saw the thing, and I know these things are fast.
How do you plan?"
He's going to do something.
Figuring out how to fly this thing.
He's going to do something that he absolutely hates, but he has to do it, and it's for a cool thing, so he's willing. He's going to find
read an instruction
manual.
Oh my god!
He's going to find the owner's manual and read it.
Okay, hold up. Here's what I just want to mention.
Yeah, it's a government issue.
No, it's
thing.
totally there. Yeah. There's 100% an owner's manual there. There is even a emergency, like the pilot needs information. Yes. There's a binder.
J3.
Here's what I just want to say to the listeners. Here's what I want to say to the listeners. I love D&D. I love that shit like this can happen. Literally,
and you're fucking gobsmacked.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think this was gonna happen, and I hate it, but I also love it.
J3B zags on him every time.
And let's get into why I hate it. Let's go over to Bon and Carveth now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It drives me crazy that Alandi's not here for this, but whatever, it's fine. It's good podcasting.
Yes.
Jeremy, fuck you. All right. Okay. You two.
Yes.
What is your plan? This is good. No, totally good shit, Jeremy.
I traded a really cool rock for a fucking aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
This was the trade of my life.
No, this is great.
I think we make our way to the
Alandi got his fucking gang a spacecraft.
As stealthy as possible. And in doing so Bond's going to cast enhance ability on himself.
Oh, so hold on before you do that. Before you use any spell slots.
You got.
I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna throw on. Do Jeremy? Do you still have? I know he's off getting stuff. Jeremy, do you still have the Cloak of Steve, or do I have that?
You have the Cloak of Steve now,
right? I've always given it. Alandi always gives it back.
Gave it back.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna throw on my Cloak of Steve.
Ooh, good idea.
Random guy named Steve. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a couple of key points and cast Pass without a trace for an hour.
Smart.
So I'm gonna pass that on us.
While he's also adorning the cloak and casting Pass Without a Trace, Bon is using his disguise kit and becoming the mime once again.
Oh my god.
The mime, no god.
You guys are driving me crazy.
Bon has become. Bon is donning the mime outfit, and I don't care
I
how.
just want to say again, this is the shit I live for. This is
great.
the kind of shit that makes this podcast worth doing for me, because all of this shit that you're going to be wearing a mime outfit during this whole exchange, and that drives me crazy, but that is a good thing.
Oh man.
It's
so,
that's his his sneaky sort of like.
All right, so what are we doing?
Yes, yep. So I cast Pass Without a Trace. I have my cloak on. It is dark outside, correct?
So in Town Square, no.
In Town Square,
like
no.
It is nighttime, but in Town Square,
so there's lights and stuff, but there's shadows and stuff to kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my new ability to pop. I have 60-foot range, and this is just a bonus action. So I'm gonna use my ability with the stealth and everything to pop into shadows throughout like our pathway. So you just see just like a cloak appear in the shadow, and it kind of like swoops down, and then another one pops up in a shadow like 60 feet away.
And I think following close behind him, because it'll help, because I'm just scared Tyler's gonna make me. I'm scared Tyler's gonna make me have some bad time rolls for my drunkenness. So he does in fact cast enhance ability, and it is Cat's Grace. So upon the mime makeup, you see black whiskers, and atop the beret, 2 little cloud-like cat ears as he pounces from shadow to shadow, following his brother. That is right. He is in fact a cat
look
mime.
Back on this and be like, God,
damn.
He's in fact a cat mime.
Okay. So you get the 2 of you are nearing the tent.
Yes. Do we need to roll some
here's what you see.
stuff?
Here's what you see. Let me set the scene really quick. Town Square is not very busy.
Okay.
You see a couple people wandering around doing various things. It's clear that all of the government buildings are closed for the night. All of the shops have closed. There's a couple restaurants that are still open. I'd say y'all probably like waited for night to completely fall, all that good stuff. You see ahead of you the tent, which is pretty large. I would say it's like the tent is the size of a very small house, or like a very large, like let's say like the size of like an extended garage.
Okay.
Are you able to visualize kind of what we're seeing?
Yeah.
The front of this tent has a opening that is covered, but like it's like a couple flaps that you can walk through.
Right.
And there are 2 of these robot guards standing out front.
Got you.
I think Bon, without saying anything, just kind of taps a finger to his chin very like animatedly as he's like doing like a pondering motion.
This is miming.
Yes, 100%. He is committed.
God damn it.
And
Bon is nothing but a method actor.
So, I love it so much. So the tent, does it look like we can get in through the side? Like kind of.
Yeah, presumably it's something you could lift up.
even if we
Presumably, but you haven't gotten close to it yet to like
I've got a
examine
couple
it.
of things.
Go
We
ahead.
got the good old tried and true fog cloud. You know, I'm talking to Matt as Kyle right now.
Yeah.
We got silent image that I could do and maybe distract them in an area if you want to like throw like a dart or something at a trash can. If you want to go the stealthier route that way, we could try to sneak and circumvent them entirely, and like you said, and try and sneak in through the side.
I think that is the best idea.
But we don't know if there's surveillance either. I think we should.
I think
Scope
as
the scene a
stealthy
bit.
as possible. Like
Yes.
no, I don't think we need to do anything crazy, nothing flashy. Just-
Silent image won't make any noise, but if you
Yeah.
like if we throw a rock, right, they'll look in that direction and see some crazy thing happening over there that shouldn't be.
Yeah, but that is like flashy in general, though. Like
I
they'd
get-
be like,
I
"Oh,
get what
hey,
you mean. I get
remember?"
what you mean.
Yeah.
I also have a command person. It doesn't have like a thing where I can make them fight each other or anything, but I could make one of them like run away, and like the other guy would follow them. You know, There's many things. I can make them halt and like do like a mime sort of situation where I'm like grab them with the rope and I tie it taut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of we got a lot of things. What do you have in terms of stealth
I think can
capability besides where we're at right
can
now?
we circumnavigate to the back end like
Mm-hmm.
just take a little loop.
If you give me stealth checks, yes, you have plus
Yes.
10, so you're probably both good.
Yeah.
I got
As
you.
long as you don't roll, like, just give me your rolls.
Yeah.
You should be good. You both have plus 10. Did you roll a 1?
No. So
I wish.
No.
I
gotta
thought.
do math.
That
31.
is- Oh, and it's plus 10.
31?
31.
Holy goddamn shit.
and I rolled if it's plus 10, 27.
My minimum was 18.
Yeah.
So basically, as long as you didn't roll a 1.
Yeah.
My minimum was 15 as well.
All right, yeah. No, y'all could totally sneak around to the side or the back of the building.
It's
Yeah.
just
Or
a
the
fucking-
tent, I mean.
Yeah.
A boy and his mime cat.
Yeah. So, can we kind of like see if we can like tuck underneath the
Is it cloth
yeah,
or leather?
Yeah.
What's the
So
rules
it
for
is
your
that-
shadow ability? Do you
My
have to
shadow
see the-
ability?
Yeah. Do you have to just see the shadows?
No, I can pop pretty much anywhere a
He has to
shadow
be
is.
in the shadows.
So
Oh no, I thought, but he can travel from one shadow to another. What's the rules
so
on
when
what
you are
other
in dim
Oh, I
light
see what
or
you're saying.
darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see that is also in dim light or darkness.
you can see? Okay, so you have to
Yes.
have
Yeah.
eyes on it. Can you see
So
in the tent?
the
could.
tent is canvas.
Yeah. So I figured
it
we
is-
could cut our way in and like make a new slit back here.
well,
Dude,
here's what
cut
I'll
two
say.
little eye holes and do another callback.
God.
No.
Here's what I will say. Yes. We have played this scene out before. No, the tent is canvas, and you see how it is like pinned into the ground, and you feel confident that you can both
Okay.
slip underneath it.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I'll do that.
Peek
We'll
first.
we'll attempt that.
Bonds, I got to say that, but
No, I feel confident. I feel
Carver's
Well,
just
hold on.
going right in.
Can they see light coming out, or is it dark?
Yeah.
as soon as
It is like semi-lit.
Carveth goes in, Bond just follows right behind him.
Like,
Would you
it's
call-
not like
would you call
bright
it
lights inside,
dim
but there
light?
are like some work lights in there. No, not like dim light. Like, I'm saying like it's
Sorry,
not
I
like
tried.
super bright.
Yeah.
But it is
Yeah.
like there are like work lights in there. There's no one inside the tent.
yeah. We'll take a little peek around,
Well, there's someone. There's one
right.
body.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I'll
Go ahead.
really quick. I'll just whisper into the Wanderphone. Yolandi, we are in the tent. Stand by.
When was this in the timeline, DM? Was this when I started reading, or did that actually happen before
they
you even
waited.
got-
They waited for night to completely fall.
Mm-hmm.
Alandi,
okay.
you are already in the ship reading the manual.
Ooh, so I got like
Perfect.
I had like hours of time.
You're good.
Fuck,
You're
yes.
good.
Damn, are we good
Also,
or
Kyle,
what?
to answer your question, I'm going to be using the Bardic Inspiration on whatever bullshit roll he makes me roll to fly.
Yeah, for the fucking
Also,
piloting. No, you're good.
I really
get it.
have-
I figured.
I have a very important question, and this is
Go
going
ahead.
to you, Alandi.
Oh.
Are you wearing glasses? Do you actually own glasses to read? Like, or do you just have really good sight?
What do you mean? I can just. I'm a nor.
I think
Actually, no. This is
if out of
this
any
is
of
a
us,
fun fact.
I think Alandi would have perfect vision.
Yeah,
Like,
because
closest to perfect
the
vision.
whole reason so many people need eyewear now is because we spend our childhood reading, and so that actually ends up fucking up your eyes a little bit because it
Wow.
grows to read close. So people
Wow.
who don't read actually have better eyesight than people who do.
That's funny as fuck. Because canonically, you think it's nerd shit, but because it's a car.
canonically,
because you could connect it in Alandi's brain that it is a vehicle and that's cool. He read something.
Yes,
Holy
he
shit!
broke his
I
only
know how to
rule.
break through to my brother.
because it was like this
Okay.
is worth it.
So before I tell you what is underneath this tent, give me what's the right roll? Let me look
Roll
at the
for
skills.
bees.
Sorry.
Roll
No,
for bees.
I need to.
Roll for
What would
bees.
be
Oh
the
no!
skill?
Oh my
No,
goodness.
What would,
It would be so good if the ability I got from bees is how we save bees.
Oh my god.
I like how I've just decided
We
it
could
is.
do
Honey Dippity.
Are we
I'm
trying
sorry,
to
I tried.
investigate or like look and see stuff, or like what are we trying to do?
If you're
Give me 2 investigation checks.
Okay, not good.
And
Ooh,
this
might be
is
okay,
not
though.
this is not make or break. This
Yeah.
is just for me to get a vibe on.
That is
What they notice.
19.
Yeah,
What'd you say,
I
Matt?
got
19. I'm rolling good
I got
tonight.
a 14.
Okay. I don't know. I tried writing how to describe this, and I
Okay.
couldn't come up with anything that felt right. So I drew it.
That's the thing you say you
that's
needed
good
to
for an
send us?
audio podcast. That's good.
Yes.
I'm gonna describe it.
Go ahead.
So, okay. You two, I hate that Alani's not here for this. It's driving me crazy right now.
Whatever it is, it's fucking worth it for Alandi.
Bon and Carveth,
Yes.
you sneak into this tent and you see a horrifying sight. You both see in the center of this tent a tree. Only this tree is somehow planted on a almost like a stone pedestal, but this tree is growing through a human body.
Holy shit.
I just sent the picture that I drew. This is what you see.
Oh my god. Holy
There
shit.
is a tree growing and protruding through the mouth of a human body.
They fucking Vlad the Impaler this guy, but with a tree.
Blood has dried along this person's face. Grass and flowers are growing through the eyes of this dead body. It is horrifying and disgusting, and both of you struggle to hold your composure.
Can I make a constitution check?
Yeah, both of you make constitution checks.
Checks or saves?
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Saves, sorry. Saves. At disadvantage.
Yeah, no, that's a 2. Bond vomits.
Yeah, that's fair.
Carveth?
Oh, nat 1 on the first one.
Yep.
Oh,
So 2.
God. Both of you, that is poetic. Both of you immediately lose your lunch.
Mm-hmm.
As with your investigation checks, you both recognize this person. How could you not recognize the body of Dren, your father?
Oh,
I think Bond just starts crying.
I'll just Carveth goes up to Bon and just hugs him as hard as possible. And also starts crying.
The two of you embrace each other as you are in the midst of a horror that neither of you expected. Kyle is clearly emotionally
I'm good, man. I just was not
affected
expecting
right now.
that at all.
No, yeah, I could tell. That's why I'm so pissed that Alandi isn't here for this.
I think it makes
Kyle
it
is
better.
teary-eyed.
Because now one of
It
them
does
have
make
to
it better.
break it to.
The two of you are embracing each other as you witness this horrific sight. And you hear from behind you, "Oh, shoot. I had hoped it'd be a little longer before you saw this." And the two of you turn around to see Barnabas Quincy III, accompanied by a number of robot guards.
Did our dad...
How many?
Hey, yeah. Did our
Go ahead.
dad keep a weapon at all?
Your dad is as you see him in that picture.
No.
drew.
I mean, in our lifetime,
He-
did we ever see our dad with a specific
Like it might be
weapon?
somewhere displayed somewhere.
Got you. No. Your dad was This is great actually, because we have not
How far
talked
would
much
you
about
say?
who your parents were.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
Doesn't
let me
matter.
really quick. Really quick.
Cut.
We have not talked
Cut to
about much
memories.
about who your parents were on the show. Your father, Drin, was a lover. He was not much of a fighter. Faye was a strong-willed person. Faye was more of a defender and a protector and a fighter, whereas Dren loved your mother and the three of you so much that he would absolutely fight to protect any of you, but he was not like known for carrying this or that weapon.
Then
He
I think you
was-
answered my question perfectly. How far is Barney from us?
So Barney is standing at the entrance to the tent.
Which is
So-
about
So Barney is probably, let's say, 20 feet behind you. And just so you know, there are
for sure.
4 robots between you and him. But go ahead.
Above Barney's head, as Bond
Yeah.
turns hearing his voice, a storm cloud forms.
Yeah.
And a lightning bolt stops just above his head as the sword from the very first adventure that he manifested his spiritual weapon appears above his head.
I think as Bond goes to start something, Carveth is just going to like mother in the front seat, like put his hand over Bond.
Yeah.
But it's not. Carveth isn't doing it.
It's more
Like-
like a weight.
It's more
Yeah.
of a. It's more of a like Carveth is visually shaking. Like Bond, you can feel me squeezing tightly on your.
No, for
on
sure.
your
And I think if you
overalls.
caught a glance of Bond at all, like the sadness is like gone.
Yeah.
I
It's
need
just
one
a
of you two
look
guys
of
to ask how
pure-
he got there.
There is
Yeah.
a look of pure, trained, unbridled hatred
Yeah.
as he
Jeremy,
is
I need
staring,
you to shut your mouth because you're not here.
as he is staring between
You're reading, nerd.
as he is staring between the sets of robots directly into
Yeah.
Barnabas's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
you do this.
Yeah.
So okay, hold up.
Yeah.
So you conjure the spell and the weapon starts to form, and I think these robots start to run to Barnabas's aid, and Barnabas says, No, it's okay. This is totally reasonable. Like, they're lashing out. It totally makes sense. I totally understand. They are okay. The robots had started to respond, and Barnabas quells their reaction. He is at least acting as if he understands the two of you reacting in the way you are.
I think Bond isn't saying a word. He just
Yeah.
feel like as that happens in that split
Yeah.
second, Carveth puts his hand
Yeah.
on his chest and kind of grabs, and Bond doesn't break eye contact, but
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
daggers.
Barnabas says to you, "Look, I know this is a grisly sight. It's I know that this is ugly. I'm sure it probably paints me and our
I want
city
to
in a
cast
negative light."
God, I
No.
wanna-
I think
wanna do so
Carveth.
much.
Carveth is just like also staring, but visibly upset.
Yeah.
Both angry and like just so upset, like crying. If you knew this was wrong, why would you do it? Why?
I think Barnabas, like, you see he looks confused. He's like, I did not expect the two of you to have this visceral a reaction to this person.
There is
Did-
about
did-
to be
did
a
you know
lot
them?
more viscera if you don't start explaining yourself. And I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration to cast Cutting Words on him.
What does that do?
The next thing he tries to do, I can roll a d6 and minus that from his roll.
He says, okay. His what's the word I'm looking for? His demeanor is very much so defensive, like trying to de-escalate. He says, look, I'll level with the two of you. While searching for your mothers, they broke back in here for some reason. I don't know why, but they showed back up and we almost had them. Like, they broke so many of our laws and we had almost captured them. But this man was able to give them just enough time to escape. And look, I know this is grim, and I'm terribly sorry about that. This is ugly. This looks bad. I get it. And I fully accept that. That's fine. But what kind of president would I be if these actions were not punished?
I'm bringing the sword down.
This is not punishment. This is more than that.
I would argue this is punishment.
Shut the fuck up.
Bon is making an attack roll on Barnabas.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, shit. We're about to die.
You
That
should message
is-
that to Alandi.
Let's see. I gotta see spiritual.
I don't
weapon.
think Carveth or Bon have mentally the capacity from what we've just seen.
That's +6. That is a 17 to hit.
17? Yeah, it hits. So you swing your spiritual weapon and connect into the arm of Barnabas Quincy III, and he falls to the ground. The robots in the room start to charge the two of you, and from the ground, Barnabas Quincy III looks up and holds a hand out, and he says, No. They are justified in doing this. This is okay. Leave them alone. I understand your anger and confusion. I will admit, I'm a little confused as to why you're having this strong a reaction to just a dead body. Have you never seen a dead body before?
I pull my crossbow out and I shoot at him.
Carveth definitely restrains him. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
real quick, both of you, really quick, give me an insight check.
Okay.
He also took 14 damage from the spiritual.
From the crossbow?
No, from the
from the spiritual weapon. Yes,
He stopped me before I could do the crossbow.
Yes, just really quick insight check. Just
insight to it. Let's see. Ooh.
Tyler, I don't think Bond's going to let you get the evil man monologue. I'm sorry.
no, that's great.
Insight, you said, that is 15 plus 4, 19.
You can tell he is being genuine. He doesn't understand why you're having this kind of reaction. And through that insight, you were able to infer that he does not know that you have a connection to this person.
This was our father.
Your father? But I'm sorry, not your real father.
This was
Our
our
real father.
But
I don't think you heard me.
look, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Look, you three are okay. You are fine in my book.
I am far from okay, Barnabas.
No, what I mean, you have done nothing wrong. In fact, you have returned home, and that should be celebrated. You are not responsible from the sins of your mothers and your father, as you say. I am not a monster. You are welcome as ever here in this city, in our city.
I'm sure you could see that how, from our perspective, That sounds like a crock of shit.
Absolutely. And that's why I am trying to hold my guards. My guards are programmed to protect me, but above all else, they are programmed to listen to me and obey my orders. Their instinct is to murder you right now. I do not want that. This wound you've just given me, I understand. We're good. I totally get it. This is fucked up. I knew this was going to happen. This interaction we're having right now, I knew it was going to happen. It was obviously going to happen. Obviously, I so hope you believe me. I did not know this was your father, as you put it. But obviously,
hold on, this is important. Did he do the air quotes?
100%.
Oh my god,
I just want to make sure.
I
Bon
know
is
that.
just like, I think Bon just starts like screaming and punching the fucking ground because Carveth won't let him kill this man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, also Tyler, tell me at which point Alandi gets on the comm.
I will say right now.
Okay. You boys get bees yet? Did you guys grab
You
bees?
hear your wander phone.
I think Bon is
Not
still
now.
just fucking.
You guys got a
bloodying his
BTA?
knuckles on the ground.
I
Put it up.
I kind of don't think either of them respond.
No, that's
this
fair.
This is not the way you deliver this kind of news.
Yeah.
No.
Over
I figured.
wander text.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the two of you are essentially in a standoff. What are you doing? Anything else like?
I think, I don't know.
Tell me
fuck,
this, Barnabas.
Like, he's like worn out. I think Bon literally just collapses on the floor after fucking his hands up on the ground for a bit.
Go ahead.
Carveth is not leaving Bon's side, but he's just gonna say
The spiritual weapon fades when Bon kind of collapses to the floor.
Barnabas, what sin could possibly be so great that this had to be done to our father? What could have possibly caused this? For what reason did our father die?
Look, I'm gonna level with you. This looks worse than it is because no, you're right. No, sorry. That is not appropriate. This is worse because you have such a strong connection to this person. And I know that.
I don't want to see anyone like this. This is fucked up. Beyond all reason.
Y'all done some fucked up shit. Tyler just saying. I get it.
Yeah.
Look,
There's no rule that says J3B can't be hypocrites.
I
disintegrated the guy.
Yeah. This is fucked up. I am not pretending like this isn't. But no one, as I told you before, no one has ever left this place except for your mothers.
Why is that a crime? Just leaving.
We here in Duradera exist separate from the rest of Yonder. And we can't have Duradera's secrets getting out to the rest of the world. At least, to be fair, not yet.
What
like
secrets?
if well, just that we even exist. Did you know we existed before you showed up on our doorstep?
No, and there's literally no way we could get here. We got here because of you.
That's surely not true.
That's 100% true.
Surely there are flying creatures. I haven't. My ancestors, there are flying creatures. There are ways of showing up places. If people don't know we exist, they cannot show up here.
No.
Magic exists.
God.
I know you know this, and I know that you're upset. And I'm so sorry. I truly did not know of your connection to this man. And for that, I am so sorry. I may have tried to butter you up more before this came out or something. I don't know how I could have made this better.
I don't think you understand. First of all, this is done. This is over. This comes down right fucking now. Yes, correct.
What do you mean?
This does not stay.
Oh, like the structure?
Whatever this is, this does not stay.
Okay. If that's what it takes for you to feel comfortable here,
I don't
then
think
that's
we'll
fine.
ever feel comfortable here. We're leaving.
Oh.
And we're taking our father.
Well, I
think
look, you're upset.
I
get
think
it.
while this is happening,
Uh-huh.
quietly on the ground, Bond reaches into his pocket
Uh-huh.
and he grabs two things from his pocket.
Go ahead.
He grabs
Also roll stealth checks.
for sure.
Assuming you're trying to
And we
sneakily
still
do
have
this.
pass without a trace, correct?
Yep.
Sick, nasty farts.
It would be
Ooh,
sleight of
that-
hand.
Oh, would it be sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand. I feel
Okay.
like.
Either
Oh,
way,
yeah,
let
I guess
me-
it would
let
be.
me check
Yeah.
my. Okay. Either way, I like where this is. This I feel good with this. It's not the best roll in the goddamn world, but sleight of hand. Ooh, I have a +5. Holy shit, that's
Damn.
great.
Bon, hell yeah, Bon.
That's a that's +5, so that's 18.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah. What are you pulling out?
First, he pulls out the Wanderphone and
Of course.
presses it and quietly whispers to Olandi, "They killed Dad.
Okay.
Get here now." And the second item, as he drops the Wanderphone, clutched in his hand, is the nut. The magic nut that I got from the thing.
All
'Cause
right.
because I know it has
What does
some
that nut
adverse
do?
effects. Sometimes, if I roll a 20, I can cast any spell.
You can bring Dad back.
Exactly.
Once
my
again.
thought.
Oh, I
Once
would not
again,
do that with
Kyle.
a tree around a skull.
I'm not. That's not where my brain was. That's not where my brain was at all.
Go ahead.
The thought is because I know what happened last time when I
Yeah.
fucked up. I was trying to cast a whole different spell, and oops, a fireball landed right
Yeah.
on Ron and you, which
Actually,
means,
last
Yeah.
time you went mute.
which means
No, I got exploded with a fireball.
Yeah,
No. Last time was during the when y'all ran into that necromantic ritual.
Yeah, no, but he got
Oh my
shouting,
God.
not mute. He went
Oh,
loud.
and he was shouting, not mute. The
Oh
opposite.
my god.
Eat your nut. Let's see what happens.
yeah.
Oh
I'm
god.
trying to,
All
I'm
right,
trying
first
to-
of all, do I see him do any of this? Like, can I roll
No,
a
'cause he
perception?
rolled-
Nope, he rolled a good.
Oh, but I
He
can't
rolled a
like.
good.
Okay.
Well, it's,
Okay, yeah. I guess roll.
Well, it would be off of his passive perception, is how it works. Unless,
What is your
Oh,
passive
shit.
perception?
Oh, not good. 12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Unless you're actively doing something, you use
Kyle.
passive.
No,
I
even
know.
less 10.
I've been honest with you every time, haven't I? And
I
this
know
is
you
my
have,
last.
and I believe you have.
And this
I
is my
just
last one.
Need to reiterate. I have to say it.
Yes.
You cannot lie to me here.
I've got this dice in my hand. It's a physical dice. I'm rolling this right now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Whatever happens, happens, my dude.
Yes.
Come on, baby.
Question.
Go ahead.
With my bardic inspiration and stuff, would
I
that
don't
count?
think-
That's not a natural 20, right? If I roll
don't
No,
think
it has
so.
to be a natural
Yeah,
20.
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure.
Yes. Of course.
Oh my fucking god. That was an 18. It wobbled for a second. It's an 18. It's an 18.
Your reaction would have been much bigger if it was a
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah, no, it literally was 20 to 18. It rolled from 20
Okay.
to 218.
Interesting. So okay. Here's what happens. This is really interesting.
Oh god.
You eat this nut, and
Nice.
this being the third and final use of this nut, it dissolves in your mouth, and it is tasty. you notice how good it tastes because of how bad you feel right now. If that makes sense.
No, I know. It's like a little glimmer in this moment
Yeah.
of like horrible.
And you suddenly start to feel a tingle in your mouth. And you feel a tingle in your mouth. And suddenly that tingle turns into a burning inside of your closed mouth. And it burns until you can't keep your mouth closed anymore. And you let out a whelp, a scream, as lightning shoots out of your mouth.
Holy shit.
And
I think it's
connects.
just a pain scream. And
Yeah,
I point my
100%.
face towards those robots.
And the lightning connects with 3 of the 4 robots in front of you, dealing 21 damage to each of them.
Holy shit.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
yes.
And once again, the robots start to step towards you.
As they
and
do that, I think
Barnabas-
Bond just instinctively, even with the enhanced ability on him
Yeah.
right now, does that thing that cats do when they're getting ready to get in a fight and just hops to all fours, and
Yeah.
his fucking clouds and shit on his back just ripple up as he's staring at them with like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. And Barnabas once again shouts at his knights. He says, "Stop it. Do not hurt them. They've committed no crime. They are only lashing out, which is totally reasonable. I understand. Listen, to the two of you and Alandi, I don't know where he is, but I
should
hope
be arriving soon.
I hope that you will be able to move past this and that we will be able to enjoy each other's company in the future.
Oh, we'll be moving.
After all, we
Fairly
will
soon.
be spending a lot of time together in the future.
We will not.
How so?
I think before he can
And he
answer,
just kind of
Yeah.
holds his hand up and smirks.
I cast darkness in the tent.
Yes! Thank you! You're a good man.
Really quick,
Yes.
Alandi. We need to do a roll to see how long it takes you to figure this shit out.
So if I do well here, will I not have to roll on the piloting it? Or will
So I need you to roll first to see how good you are at interpreting this manual. So that strikes me as an intelligence check. Is there
about
a
right.
skill for
if it's magical, you could argue Arcana. Since I'm
it
reading,
is not magical,
it
it's
could be
mechanical.
then potentially
Well,
invest.
so like it is reading, but it is reading about a machine.
I don't know if there's any like machine specific.
Let's just call that a straight up intelligence.
Oof.
Well, I have a straight up intelligence of 11, so it's the 15.
15? Okay.
And I had hours.
You did.
A 15
You
plus
did have
hours.
a couple hours. You did. So you definitely were able to figure out how
Oh, wait, actually, I'm going to go ahead and use
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah, because it would wear
Yeah.
off
It would
before.
go off after, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, 6. So 21.
Oh,
Hell
yes.
Yeah. You're able to figure out how this machine works. Pretty confidently. Like, obviously, you're going to have to do it, which isn't
Right.
always the same as learning how something works.
Right.
But you're able to figure that out. You're able to get the machine started. Give me a...
So I have a couple
Go ahead.
questions of like to kind of this would affect what Alandi's plan is, and I know it's not
Yes.
as exciting, but while he was reading and everything, did any ships come and go from like the?
No.
Okay, whenever he approached, were all the ships here?
All no.
What percentage?
So you are able to assume that some people are off on shift currently.
Like a lot, or like
are in this hangar. There are a number of bays. Let's say. So would you have spent time?
Well, I would have
doing this kind of recon.
Well, I would have walked.
Well, like I'm saying, as far as like counting things and things like that.
Yes, because he would be.
Okay.
The whole time I was planning assuming I could get out, and he was trying, and Alandi was trying to decide between destroying the other ships or just leaving, and like to maximize the chance of escape.
So right now in this hangar, there are 2 ships, including the one you were in.
Okay.
But there are. Once again, I'm doing this all off the cuff because I wasn't planning on this, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I think what I would expect from this society that there is 5 bays.
Okay.
So you can assume that there is like 5 of these ships here total.
Okay. Okay.
3 of which are on something, some sort of mission.
And whenever he came in and everything, it seems like no one really like paid attention. Like, did they just assume like Finn switch shifts with somebody or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, they trusted that you were there for some reason.
Yeah. So like if I flew out right now, that wouldn't be suspicious because it was just Finn taking her ship out.
Yeah, you might get a message from ground control, but
well, so
you could probably work your way through that.
We didn't do the role play, but the thing he was going with is Finn was going to say like, oh, I traded shifts.
So I think, the person you talked to would have seen your ID, let you through, you get into a ship, you turn that ship on, and once you start moving on the runway, you get a different person, like ground control, being like, I don't have another plane scheduled to come out of here. And we can play that really quick.
Yeah.
You turn the ship on and you start moving slowly along the runway, and you get a message on the intercom that's like, plane 138, I don't have you scheduled going anywhere. What's going on?
Yeah, I traded shifts. Somebody's coming in early. They should be arriving shortly, but I know you got to keep the same number out, so we usually send them out before we bring them in. But I traded.
That's great. Give me a roll.
Yeah.
A persuasion roll. Or persuasion or deception, I guess.
Okay. 12.
12?
Yep. I feel like trading shifts is a pretty common thing.
It is. So what I will give you, I will say that they will accept that, but you need to give them a little bit more, if that makes sense. They are willing to accept that you traded shifts, just like you need to give them something.
Listen, you can hold me up if you want, but I doubt Percy would be happy to find out we didn't have the right amount of ships out. You know how he gets. He's very stringent on the rules, and there's a mountain of ships we need to have out. One of our ships is about to come in because I traded shifts with them because he had something to do tonight. I don't even remember what. But I need to get out there before he gets in. Otherwise, it's both our asses. And I want to try to intimidate him.
That's great.
How's a 25 do?
Oh,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quick, I have a question. Is this happening after you talk to Bon?
Yes, because he was reading until he heard that, and then he was like, okay. Because he didn't know when to
So we're gonna jump back.
How are you so level-headed?
You
right
were
now
successful
after that?
here.
Yes,
you were successful.
Yeah,
Alandi, you were pretty handily successful. Bon, you make this sneaky call, and Barnabas is trying to calm the two of you down, and we left off with him saying, I hope that we can move past this. I hope that we will be able to enjoy each other's company. After all,
we won't be doing any of that.
I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to be spending, we're going to be seeing a lot of each other. And then he pulls a Wanderphone out of his pocket. And he says, all right, I think now is as good a time as any to get this show on the road. And you feel more rumbling beneath your feet, in significantly larger quantities. And Alandi, as you take off and start to pull out of this hangar, you see in the sky a glass dome reaching out and covering the city above you.